Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. We are back with another cake video, my favorites, and I think you guys really enjoy these cake videos too. So this video is actually, today is my suegro's birthday and I'll be making his cake. And I wanted to, the theme is going to be around beer. Initially they had sent me inspo for it to be an actual beer can, but I saw this cake off Pinterest. I'll show you guys my two top inspos. You guys know I always like to go on Pinterest and kind of look up ideas, and I saw these two and I was highly inspired to do this cake. I have never done a cake like this, like a whole cooler with beer on top. So that's what we're going to do, and I'm gonna get straight into it, not blabber too much in the intro because I have about 4 hours to get this cake done. So with that being said, let's get into the cake. I have my board right here because this is going to be a cooler cake full of beer. I wanted for the board to either be kind of like a cement board or a wood board, and we got this wallpaper right here of Dollar Tree, I believe, for me to cover my board. And then now it seems like the cooler is sitting on top of a wood board. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now and then get to stacking my cake. Board is done. How freaking cute is this? By the way, confirmed because I looked about it. It is from a Dollar Tree, $1.25. So highly recommend these. I didn't know that they had these at Dollar Tree. Okay, so now to get into the cake is going to be a vanilla sponge cake with Bavarian, I can never say this, Bavarian cream in the center and pecan. I personally am not a huge fan of pecan, but back in the day when I used to do cakes, it was like topping that they would ask me for, pecan. So I'm gonna get to stacking my cake, which I have baked and cooled the day before. That way today I can get straight into decorating. My cakes are 9 by 13 and my board is it's a full sheet board, which I want. That way I have space around because the theme of the cake, I want to drop some bottles here, and then I also made some little fondant lines. So keeping that in mind, I'm gonna put my cake a little off centered. That way I have that space to work with. Let's get into how I made the limes. So I sliced them to give them the shape of a lime. And then with this tool, I'm also slicing the white part to give it the illusion of a lime. Now to paint it, which really brought it to life, I'm using some neon green food coloring, and I added some water to water it down a little bit. And it also gave it some lighter and some darker parts. Now with this fondant tool, I kind of poked it all around to give it the texture of a lime. And there you have it, the limones for the beers. No, it's because normally my cakes are circles, so I kind of just flip them, but this one's like a long rectangle that I'm scared it's gonna crack or fold. I don't really ever, literally never do rectangle cakes. Oh, that's cute. Throwing my second layer on top, I'm kind of trying to eyeball it and kind of see how tall I want for it to be. I baked 4 half-sheet cakes, so I think we'll have more than enough, but I'm just going to finish filling up the cake and then we'll get into carving it and all of that fun stuff. You guys, if you have not heard the news, tickets to Bad Bunny's tour are on sale, and that's why this video is sponsored by SeatGeek. We did not get to see him his last tour, so this tour made Alex really want to go see him. I've heard he has one of the best concerts, and I'm excited to have this video sponsored by SeatGeek. They have over 28 million downloads and are also rated the #1 ticketing app and the best place for you guys to grab your Bad Bunny tickets. They have over 28 million downloads and are also rated the #1 ticketing app and also the best place for you guys to grab your Bad Bunny tickets. There are more than 70,000 events every single day on SeatGeek, like concerts, festivals, football games. You need tickets for something, you need to go to SeatGeek. They put tickets from all over the web in one place, which makes it so easy for you to grab tickets to the next event you're trying to attend. And they also help you pick the best tickets by rating them on a scale of 1 to 10. You guys can always use my code LET'SDoMakeup to get $20 off your tickets at SeatGeek, but today we have a special hookup. You guys can use code BADBUNNY15 to get 15% off your Bad Bunny tickets. Code BADBUNNY15 works no matter how many times you have bought tickets at SeatGeek before. So again, that's $20 off your first purchase with code LET'SDoMakeup, and also 15% off your Bad Bunny tickets using code BADBUNNY15. Make sure you click the link in the description to download that. Back to the cake. Okay, because I want for the inside to have like a, how do you call it? A hole for me to put the beer and the ice on top. I was trying to like brainstorm because I've never done this cake before. So I have this layered cake. I sliced it in half. This top one, my hands are washed, clean, and disinfected. I'm gonna fully pop it on top. And then now this one, I'm going to carve it. That way I only have the edge of bread. And then I can have that hole in the center for me to put all of the fun stuff like beer. Okay, I'm kind of just eyeballing how much of the center cake I want to take out, but I think this is good enough, and I'm going to pop it on top. The wax paper. Okay, what if I do this? Okay, there we go. Okay,
no.
Hold it together. No. Okay, brainstormed for a little bit. So because on top, we're going to put the cervezas, which how freaking cute are these? They're mini ultra bottles. These are gonna go on top of the cake, which is going to have weight, and also the fondant. So I really want for the cake to have support. That way it's not like, the party's tomorrow, so I need for it to last and for the weight to not drop. So I have a cake board right here, and this is just going to give me peace of mind that my cake is going to stay till tomorrow. So I'm just gonna add, normally I like to use the plastic dowels, but because this is not a huge tiered cake, I'm just going to use my smoothie straws, which are probably my favorite to stack cakes. Mainly because I just get to snap them with the scissors. Okay, now I'm going to put my cake on top. And it has like that nice support, so it'll hold on my beers on top. I feel like that is perfect. I like to kind of get the foundation ready and then do a full cleanup because there's so much crumbs everywhere. I'm just debating, what do you guys think? If to make it a little bit shorter or if that's tall enough. I feel like it's a little too tall. I will literally debate this step forever. Ta-da! Okay, now to crumb coat the cake. I am going to do it out of fondant, but I'm going to crumb coat and do my first layer with my red buttercream. I love this tip. You guys know, you guys watch my cake videos. This is my absolute favorite to crumb coat a cake, or honestly just to frost a cake using the large tip with a piping bag.
hours later.
Okay, update. It took a little bit longer than expected just because obviously right here it's hollow. It's not hueco, it's hollow right here. So trying to frost this layer, oh my god, I was low-key losing it. And then buttercream, you guys know it's not my absolute favorite just because it's a little bit thicker. So I microwaved it and it was so much better. It was like just so much easier to work with. But this took a solid hour, probably hour and a half, just trying to carve it, get it going. This is basically my crumb coat. I'm debating to just leave it as a crumb coat and then finish it off, top it off with the fondant, which I think I'm going to do that. And yeah, I'm going to just let this fully cool off and then smooth it out with a napkin. I basically just grab my paper towel, lay it on top and smooth it out just to try and get rid of all the little hips and dips you can see around and get it as smooth as possible. My fondant is going to be pretty thick, so I don't think the fondant will read. I don't think it would read through it, but it just makes for sure using the fondant so much better. And now to get to the fondant part. Okay, on to the fun part, which is making the cooler come to life. I have my red fondant right here. I kind of measured with my ruler how tall I want for the red fondant to be. I feel like these kind of coolers, for the most part, the red covers all the way to the top. So I think about 6.5, and now I know how high I need to make my fondant. Oh, this is bad. I think I'm going to just tear it. That way, I want to make the front as perfect as possible, but look, and it already touched my buttercream, so I cannot reuse this fondant, and I don't have any more, guys, so this has to work. Okay, I'm just kind of short in the front, so I'm trying to pinch it down to cover as much as I can, because I want for the red to fall on top of that, so. Okay, here's what we have so far. Please trust the process, ladies. For the back part, which is over here, I don't really ever care for the back part too much. Well, I mean, I do, but in cases like this where I'm like, okay, it's okay, that's the back part, the beers are gonna cover it. So I just try to make the best out of it. I'm basically just finishing that off, adding the fondant around here. And this little corner is, look, let me show you guys. Please don't tell anybody, but this little corner right here looks wonky. I'll figure out how to fix that. So to personalize the cake a little more, I wanted to add some quotation mark stickers with this edible paper. So these can be eaten and put on the cake. I printed out his truck. This is his actual truck, and he happened to post a picture on Instagram. So I printed it out, as well as 3 other ones that I just felt went with him. The happy birthday, greatest grandpa ever, and then the sign that said no mama's way. And I love how these came out. I glued them down with some water in some fondant. That way they could have a base to glue on the cake and they wouldn't melt away since the paper is made out of sugar. Now this corner in the back, I was debating if to fix it or leave it, but I decided to try and make the best I could, and this happens to the best of us. Baby G wanted to call his grandpa, so BTS of that.
Mira lo que te quiero enseñar.
Oh, this one. It's your truck.
The next day.
Well, okay, and here is the cake. This top part, it is my first time doing this cake, so I definitely learned a lot for if I ever do this cake again. But I'm trying to get this cake wrapped up that we can get ready for the party. Also, this is a Saturday morning, so Baby G is full energy, ready to help me with the cake. I'm like literally literally barely waking up, and he wants to be hands-on, which is why I tried to finish as much as I could of the cake yesterday while he was in school. But today he woke up and he wants to help me with the cake. So are you gonna help me? Yeah. Do you know how to make cakes?
Yes.
Okay, not too sure about that. Anyways, now to get to the fun part of the cake, which is basically just adding the beer and the ice on top.
Wait, this one.
Okay, Puppy, we can put it right here.
I'll try that to stick on there.
No, don't touch the cake. So for the ice, I was really debating to do edible real ice, but I was like, okay, let me not do that because I feel like the cake is already going to be a lot, and I'm glad because this alone already took so much time. So I went ahead and bought, I didn't even know these existed. I'm so glad they do though. It is fake plastic ice, and look how freaking cute. You have so much energy this morning. So yeah, I'm glad we have these. These will work just perfect. Obviously, right before cutting the cake, I will thankfully be there, so I will take care of cutting the cake, but I'll just remove the top board that we have. Now to add the beer on top. And I showed these to you guys in the beginning. How freaking cute are these? Oh my god, I cannot get over the tiny little beers.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah.
What is wrong with you?
What's that?
For the board, went ahead and glue gunned 2 empty bottles right here. The limes that you guys saw me do with fondant, and then also the beer caps. And I sprinkled here a little bit of salt. I used my piping gel for it to act as glue for the salt, and everything is pretty much glued down. I also glued down the limes, the fondant limes, with my piping gel, and everything else that is not edible, I glued it down with hot glue guns. But yeah, this is the final. So this is the final product for the cake. I'm happy all the little mishaps that happened at the top are completely covered with the ice and the beer. But yes, I want to show you guys how we cut this cake and just disassembling before we eat the cake. So yeah, stay tuned for us to get ready. Me finish waking up low-key because it's like 9:30 in the morning and I'm still half asleep. But yeah, that is it for this cake, and we'll see you guys at Grandpa's party. Also guys, this cake is so heavy now with oh my god, like hella heavy for real. Like super heavy because of the beer and all of the fondant. So yeah, we will see you guys later.
6.5 hours later.
Oh my god, I was recording the whole time. Leslie, I was recording the whole time. You can eat the limes. There you go, babe. Okay. And then the board. Not the ice cube. Yeah.